road near Tombstone, Arizona Territory, September 16, 1889. Wally Joby and Chick Umber, professional killers. Hired by the Hammond faction of the Tanner-Hammond land and cattle feud, a bloody range war spreading throughout the territory. So far, 23 men had died. Every road outside Tombstone was a potential death trap.
Hey, Joby. Look.
Well, now, ain't that Fred Tanner's kid?
Yeah. What about that talk about the range war stopping and all us going free?
She fretting none, Chick. We're still getting paid, and as far as we're concerned, the war's still on.
Like a setting duck.
Another $50.
Tombstone Territory. An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Hey, Joby. Do you think we're pushing our luck riding right into Tombstone?
You know something about yourself, Chick? You're a worrier.
Sheriff Hollister?
Yeah?
From General Claybank. He said it was urgent.
Thank you. To the Amnesty. By authorization from Washington, the governor of the Territory of Arizona orders all involved principals to immediately lay down their arms and take oaths to keep the peace. Anyone breaking the amnesty will be summarily court-martialed and executed. Otherwise, all participants are fully pardoned.
Does that mean Joby and Umber? Why, they've killed 7 men.
That's what it means, Wayne. It's like the armistice at the end of any war. After a couple of years of fighting, the issues get confused, and there's right and wrong on both sides. So a full pardon is the only practical solution. Got to end somewhere.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I saw those 2 gunmen you mentioned, Joby and Umber. Some out on the trail riding in, only a couple of miles out of town.
Well, thank you very much, but they're not wanted men anymore. Unless they break this amnesty, I can't touch them. Fred Tanner's in town buying supplies. I'll administer the oath to him. You ride out to Hammond's place and make sure that he understands all of the conditions, and then swear him in. That'll end it. Fred.
Still chasing Hammond's hired gunman? Or have you quit trying?
I wouldn't say that.
$50 a man Josh Hammond pays them. And you haven't even touched them. They're murderers, cold-blooded murderers.
There was a lot of blood spilled on both sides, Fred. Besides, I need proof to arrest anybody. And I'm not looking for him anymore. Neither are you. The amnesty's come through. It's all over.
I'd be glad. Except for that Joby and that Umber.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Come on over to my office. I'll give you the oath. Wayne's out getting Hammonds now.
All right, Clay. You know the real reason I'm glad it's finished? After 3 years of shooting and killing, it's Not so much the land anymore, nor what this sort of thing has done to me. It's what it might do to my son. Les was 14 when it started. He's 17 now and figures he's big enough to help out with a gun. Or be killed by one.
Hello, Harris.
Hello, Clay.
Got some official business for you.
Well, this is one notice I'll be happy to print. Free.
Les, what happened?
Ambushed. Don't know who.
$20 enough?
Yeah, you post one of them, I'll take care of the rest.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, we should do it. Guess we should have come about 15 lives sooner. Better get Clay.
You the newspaper man?
That's right.
I sure hope the rest of the people in this town know how to read. Ain't that right, Chick?
Oh, we ain't about to break the amnesty. Only it don't say nothing about self-defense. In case somebody else starts something.
Well, hello, Sheriff. Sure nice to meet you after all this time. Ain't it nice, Chick?
Oh, sure is.
Listen carefully, Joby. As far as I'm concerned, you and your partner are nothing but murderers, amnesty or no. But I'm not going to run you out of town, because I want you here. I want you real close. And if you so much as wiggle a trigger finger, I'm going to haul you in.
Sheriff, we ain't gonna wiggle nothing. Unless somebody else wiggles first. Say, in case you want us, we'll be over at the Oriental Saloon celebrating our new standing in the community.
They're going to make it a bitter pill to swallow, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to try. Hello, Ellen.
Hi.
Anything come in on those telegrams you sent out?
Yes. No one seems to have anything definite on them.
No, just a chance. I was hoping I could turn up something. Wally Joby, known member of the Wild Bunch, suspected bank robber. No proof or warrant. Provo, Utah. Wally Joby and Chick Umber questioned in killings during Santa Fe sheep and cattle war last year. No proof. And the same thing, Pecos, Texas. There's not a warrant in the bunch. They played it pretty smooth. I still can't touch them.
Can't touch them? What are you talking about?
Oh, forgot you hadn't heard. Here. Thanks, Ellen. Hollister? Yes, Fred?
Look in the back.
Les.
He was still alive when I found him. Didn't even know who did it. Somebody ambushed him. Who do you think did it? I wanted you to know, Clay. I wanted you to know why I'm going to find Joby and Umber and kill them myself.
Look, Fred, I've known you a long time. I know how you feel. But you can't break the amnesty. Otherwise, I'll have to arrest you. The court might hang you.
You mean you'd stand for them against me?
I mean, I've got to enforce the law no matter how I feel. Besides, you don't know that Joby and Umber did it.
I'll ask him to make sure. Just before I kill him, I'll ask him.
Hey, Mr. Tanner. Sheriff. Mr. Tanner, we sure are sorry about the kid.
How did you know?
Well, nobody told us about the amnesty, and when the boy come along with...
No, Fred. I'll be back. Next time, things will be different. I'll bring enough men to do it my way.
Sheriff, we want to thank you. You know, we don't want nobody breaking that there amnesty.
I don't do anything foolish.
Sheriff just got a little excited, that's all. We got nothing to worry about. Not with the law protecting us the way it does.
Joby! Something for you to remember. There's one man the amnesty doesn't include.
Who?
Me.
The afternoon of September 16, 1889. A day Sheriff Clay Hollister stood alone to uphold the laws he was sworn to enforce.
Here you are, bartender. That ought to cover it. And that ought to cover another bottle.
Let it never be said that we're breaking the law.
Right. There you go.
I feel like a little poker chick. How about you?
Sure. What about Tanner?
He ain't gonna bother us none. You saw what the sheriff did. Next time he'll use his gun if he has to. Bring the bottle. You two gentlemen would like us to join you, wouldn't you?
Yeah, wouldn't you?
It's mighty obliging of you. Let's see here. 10, 20, 40, 50. Seems like all our money comes in $50 batches nowadays.
350, 400, 450, 500. Well, that's it, Clay. $500 reward to the man who kills Wally Joby and Chick Umber, donated by the citizens of Tombstone.
What do they want from me? They elected me to this office to uphold the law, and now they offer a reward to go out and break the law.
They feel pretty strongly about
Well,
it.
you know how I feel about it.
Yeah. So do they. That's why they gave me the money instead of you.
You can just give it back to them.
An amnesty is a truce to stop wanton killings, a searing medicine to clean the gaping wounds of war, but which can leave little sores of infection to fester and spread.
Joby,
Oh, Sheriff.
I want you and Umber out of town now.
Well, 30 minutes ago, you were telling us we had to stay.
I changed my mind.
Well, you have. Well, we ain't.
I said now. Try it.
Now, Sheriff. We ain't gonna start anything. You want us to leave, we leave. I guess you're ace high. First town I ever saw where a single ace beat two of a kind. How much time we got? I sure would like a drink first.
30 minutes.
Clay? Harris said you probably were here.
Outside, Ellen.
There's trouble, Clay. At the post office, I overheard them. Most of the merchants, Maddox, Wilson, Richardson, they plan to join Fred Tanner when he comes back. What are you going to do?
Well, there's not much I can do except get them out of town. Two killers going free to kill again.
If there was only some way we could get them to break the amnesty.
They're not about to. I've thought about it. How to force them or even trick them out into the open.
I guess it would take something pretty extra special.
Yeah, they're hiding behind that amnesty, and they're not extra special. Extra special, that's it. Where's Harris?
He's in his office, I think.
Thanks.
But I haven't completed a conversation with you all day.
Harris. I know how I can do it. I can force Joby and Umber out into the open, out from under the protection of the amnesty. But I need your help.
Well, sure, Clay. What do you want
Front
me
page of the epitaph. Is it all set up?
Yeah.
Well, can you change it?
Change it?
Yeah. Here's a headline for a front page story I need fast.
Well, you don't think anything of ruining 3 hours' work, do you?
It's for a very special extra edition of the paper. Just one copy, in fact.
Just a moment, please. Now, may I help? I know who you are. If you're smart, you'll ride out of Tombstone. Fred Tanner's on his way here with his men, and Clay, the sheriff, won't be able to stop them, and...
Funny, you know, that's just what we were thinking, since we hear they got a small army. Of course, if you were to ride with us, nobody'd do any shooting, would they? So I figure we'll just wait here till Tanner gets here, and then you and me and Chick will just sort of mosey out of town.
Just in case they slip through, two of you take the east road. We'll meet you at the edge of town. Don't forget, I want those two. All right, let's go.
At the request of Sheriff Clay Hollister, I rolled out a special edition. Amnesties restricted to members of Tanner Hammond families only. All hired killers and gunmen to pay for their crimes.
15 minutes. Quick work.
I'll just make sure they see it pronto.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for you. Here you go. And Harris, be careful.
Hey, Chick, let's load the saloon, get us a couple of bottles. While we're waiting, we might as well get a little sociable.
Seem like no time to be messing with drinking, Wally.
You just quit thinking, get it.
All right.
Umber, the sheriff's looking for you.
Yeah, what for?
You mean you haven't heard? Well, it's right here.
They can't do this. They can't do this. gotta get out of here. They changed the amnesty.
Well, it can't be this way. Something gone wrong. Hey, get back here, fool!
Get away from that horse, Sheriff. I said, get away from that horse.
Tanner.
Yeah. And where's Joby?
Telegraph office, I think.
All right, Joby. Come on out.
Now, don't ask for it. Now, don't come any closer, Sheriff, or I'll kill her.
You can't get away with this.
Why not?
Nobody's gonna shoot you.
Let her go, Joby. You can't get a mile out of town.
I'll make it.
You think Tanner's gonna let you go?
You call Tanner off or I'm gonna kill her.
You hurt her and I'll beat you to death.
Joby.
Whatever you have to do. I mean with me for breaking the amnesty. It's all right, Clay. I don't care now.
When they shot at me, Fred, they lost their protection. Terms of the amnesty have been carried out. And those that broke it, they asked for it. Execution.
You know, Clay, I sort of hate to break up this front page. First time in my career I ever put out a one-copy extra.
You better save the paper. Someday it might be a collector's item.
They were safe until they tried to shoot it out. You sure came up with an ace in the hole.
What makes you say that?
I heard about it. Joby had it figured right at the Oriental.
What do you mean?
Wonder if he knew he was playing for such high stakes when he said this was the only town he'd ever been in where a singleton ace beats two of a kind.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory.